all alone. Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul, come on. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Extra, touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Shake extra, touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Shake extra, touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Give me what you got, oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll
Turn up and make it something to believe in. You know you got to turn up to make the heart go. I said you got to turn up and put your hand where I can see that. You know you got to turn up to keep 'em begging for. I set my soul on fire, offer you my love, and I build a house of dirt and bone from the ground. You talk it like you needed it all your life. If you want it, baby, you can have it all. But then you better turn up and make it something to believe in. You know you got to turn up to make the heart go.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Bengals coming in at 5-6, going up against the Eagles, who come in at 10-1. So let's send you up now to the Queen City of Cincinnati. Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. In the slot on the right is Graham. Wentz now on first down. And Graham's got it over the middle. before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Eagles are going to have a first down. As they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second down following the run. Play fake to Matthews. Now it's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
When you play against Carlos Dunlop, you have to think protecting your passer. He knows how to get upfield and rush the quarterback.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down.
Here we go.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. He was looking there for Reuben Randall. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Garrett Swanson now. Back deep for Cincinnati, Brandon Tate. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals take possession. They'll come out in the pistol. A first carry now. This is Hill. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's brought down after a good game. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way, and they want to see that continue.
Fresh set of downs here. Dalton with a give to Hill. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Second down. Dalton to the left side here for Eifert. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it third down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, this season's going nowhere. No reason not to go for it. And it's a rare success for them as they keep the drive alive.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This is going to sound a little strange, but that was a really nice effort because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but it still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. And now to the air, Dalton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Now Dalton. And able to find Green. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Wentz now on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. You know, you and I talk a lot about the incredible receivers in the NFL. Catches like that, they validate our point.
Each and every time. That's why teams are looking for defensive backs to get bigger and faster to try and combat these guys catching the football.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Let's go.
They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4 wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options, and also it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Play action to Sproles. Wentz. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Dagger, ready, 380. Dagger.
They'll run it. This is the veteran Cedric Pierman. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. And he motions the wide receiver. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. third down, a shot here for Dalton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On first down, Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on third down.
Let's go! Green, 39! Green! Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Set! Green!
On third and long, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 17 yards on the pickup. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 5. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Johnson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 12 yards is the pickup there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action for Matthews. Now Wentz. Backing up. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. He hits Randall, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we've reached halftime here in a low-scoring affair. 6-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
20.
1st and 10 for Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup. And it's good enough for a Cincinnati first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And Dalton hands to Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away. What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
Now a carry here for their fullback. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
They come out here in the eye.
380.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
7th play of the... And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And Eifert has it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot in the end zone and made it pay off.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Another pistol look here. Here's Dalton. And this will be incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Jeremy Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on first is Wentz. And this is Randall here over the middle. And he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st down, Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking to hit Ryan Matthews there out of the backfield. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Shakes off the sack. And he connects with Ertz. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed.
From the red zone now, Wentz. This will be caught at the 2. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Oh, yeah, good surge.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And there's a flag on the field. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Green with a catch left side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Dalton throwing on second down. To the left side here for Eifert. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. Third down from the gun. Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. And he's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Eagles.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Stays on his feet. He hits Randall, complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Into the red zone. Wentz. And Matthews has it right side. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Wentz to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And Parkey's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
2nd down, Dalton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Sproles, the return. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. In the slot on the right is Graham. Now Wentz. Got to have this one. And able to find Graham. Complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of balls.
Oh, no, he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ray Malaluga. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So with next to nothing left on the clock, they get Charles what should be the game-winning touchdown catch.
That felt so much like practice and preparation coming together. So many times your last practice of the week, you score the game-winning touchdown. Everyone leaves the field feeling good about themselves. They got it done for real in this situation.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Finding time. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He's got time. Now a desperate. He's got a man. Complete. I tell you what, partner, you learn a lot in every game. But when you win a close one, maybe you get to determine a little bit more about the guts of your team.